Good evening, everyone. I am overwhelmed with gratitude for your presence here tonight. You took time out of your schedule to sit with poetry, to sit with me, and I'm just really thankful. Of course, I'm Raven, or Ray Violet. Some of you may also know me as Raven Writes DFW. Usually I'm a moderator of other people's stories, but tonight I offer you part of my story. Last night's Mascara, Thoughts from an Anxious Soul, is a collection of poetry. 60 poems, almost 60 poems, 8 diary entries, and original art. The title was inspired by a little bit. I can sit with it for a bit. Okay. Selfish man, you understand what you want to see. My slick eyeliner blend into my black designer bags under my eyes. How you try to yeah, it's all good. So, yes, last night's Mascara, Thoughts from an Anxious Soul. The title was inspired by late night decisions and regrets, followed by smudged mascara and early morning reflections. Questions like, why did I do what I did last night? Or why do I feel unfulfilled in my journey through life? So the book is split into 3 parts: identity, butterflies and heartaches, and no peace. So each one has a different feel. Identity is based on who I am, who I was told to be, who I am, and who I'm becoming. Butterflies and heartaches, looking at those who found the happily ever after, the happy ending, and those of us hopeless romantics who are building the pieces back together to build something new. And no peace, an analysis of personal identity, race, and politics. How do you go on in a hard world with a soft heart? So, to start off, let's start with something light, a little appetizer, if you will. This one is Affirmations Part 1. It's my attempt at positive poetry after writing a lot of poems that people were kind of deeming depressing, so I tried to switch it up. So this is Affirmations Part 1. So often, so easily, wearing misery on my sleeve seems the natural thing to do. But today, though not yet Friday, I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling free. Not quite, but at least something closer to feeling like me. Connected, in tune, in sync, feeling like how you imagine normal and okay to feel. Imagine I'm doing fine and great, to feel something's changed. That change, could it be? After 24 years, I'm seeing potential in me. Not just the struggles tangling my energy, my mind, body, and soul. My social anxiety is not my entirety. Could it be that the control to turn should haves and could haves into cans and ams is finally there in these hands? Disbelief that I could unstick myself, find the right path to writing. And for who? Ebony, Essence, and beyond. Harder to be, I'm good. I'm great. I'm scratch that. Amazing. Harder to be positive? No. Harder to be negative. It's draining. But these revelations are raining after a long value and worth drought. I'm seeing myself what I'm worth. Okay, and this next one is from the Butterflies and Heartaches section. It's Hair Curtain, which was kind of inspired by how I kind of had this habit where if someone, typically in romantic situations, was staring at me a little too hard or for a little too long, I kind of try to hide behind my hair. But sometimes my hair wasn't long enough, it was up or whatever, and it's like, I can't hide behind my hair. But yeah, it's like, okay, let me use my bangs and just kind of shield myself from the self-consciousness. So this is Hair Curtain. Took years to grow my hair out, past my neck, past my shoulders, grew it long enough to hide behind. A hair curtain with functionality. Grew it long enough to hide from your gaze and your pending judgments and your disappointment and your joy and your lies, but most of all, I needed a hair curtain to hide from the blankness, just you accepting me, because it's fear. Fear of what comes next when there's no reason to hide. Fear that one day you'll decide I'm too much to handle. Fear that if I look you dead on, no bangs, no stray hair, blocking my view, you might see the insecure, real me. Okay. So, y'all know dating is rough out in these streets, right? So this one was kind of inspired by that. At the time, I wrote this during the pandemic, and I was like, I missed my chance to find love, I'm never gonna find it. And I was watching a lot of, I was reading books on relationships, watching commentary, watching videos, all that kind of stuff. And I was particularly inspired by All About Love by Bell Hooks and the 5 Love Languages. So this is Lovelessness. A sense of lack, emptiness, yearning for something that was, that may never be again. Loving once, not realizing you had love, found love until you've thrown it away. Now, you've not found a love as strong since. Left wondering, will I ever find true love? Something meant to be, meant to last. Someone meant for me. In a state, in a society, in a world abundant in commitment phobes, bodies still in search for their souls and love of self, bodies afraid to be vulnerable and trusting, hearts broken one too many times. I ain't rushing, but can I find that someone? Someone whole and ready. They don't want to talk all about love. Few know their own love language, let alone care to find out yours. Self-absorption, conceit. Could I manage to care less about the ones we claim to care about, have love for? I want to say, I love you, and not feel forced or unsure. I want to Trust, knowing I won't be left in the dust. But all the eye can see for miles and miles is lovelessness, games, and another book leaving me wistful, longing for a fantasy come to life. Thank you.
One more time for Raven Jordan, y'all. Isn't she amazing? First book, A Poet's Poets, and she